The final live action performance of Chadwick Boseman? Yeah, I'm watching this. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. So Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is a movie on Netflix. It's based off a play written by August Wilson. Apparently August Wilson has written a lot of plays about black history. He wrote Fences, which ended up being another Viola Davis movie. So the story of Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, it takes place in 1920s Chi-Town, that's Chicago. Ma Rainey, played here by Viola Davis, she's a singer of the blues, and she's in town recording some songs. So the local band has to learn the music, and really this movie is a peek into a day in that life. Which I'll be honest, I wasn't really expecting. I mean, from the way the trailer made it look, it kind of made it look like this movie was gonna have a really involved plot, involving a lot of the drama that took place back then with race. And yeah, while there is some drama in here, the movie is actually pretty simple plot-wise. All it is about the band learning the music, and Ma Rainey breaking down how awesome she is. That's pretty much the movie. But of course, simple does not mean bad, or at least not in this case. Yeah, this movie was pretty good. First off, Viola Davis. We all know at this point pretty much that Viola Davis is one of the best actresses working today. She's great in this movie. In fact, I think this movie solidified that she's gotta be one of my favorite actresses working today. Cause she just has a presence. Not just a presence though, like she demands attention, she demands satisfaction. Her character in this movie, she's kind of full of herself, but she has reason to be because she's just really talented. She's a really good blues singer. But she's one of those characters where like what she says goes. Her word is law. If you don't do what she says, she will leave and you won't get her voice. She won't sing for you. She's got better things to do than to waste her time, you know what I mean? And you feel it too.
We'll be ready to go in 15 minutes.
We'll be ready to go, and Madam says we're ready to go, and that's the way it go around here.
You're like, yeah, she'll leave. Like there's a point in the movie where they're about to start recording and she's like, it's hot in here. Did you bring my Coca-Cola? And then the manager, he's like, I'm sorry, I forgot a Coca-Cola. And then she just goes, well, I'm not gonna start singing here until I have my Coca-Cola. You can go get it. I'll wait. Yeah, they're wasting money and time in this recording studio, but she's just not gonna start singing until she has her drink. That's a diva right there. But as much as I would love to say that she was a standout performance in this movie, and she was a standout performance, she is not the only one. Yeah, try not to cry here.
I'm gonna get me a band and make me some records. I knows how to play real music, not this jug band shit.
Chadwick Boseman was just as good. He was just as much of a standout, if not more of a standout, because he is sadly no longer with us. But my god, his performance in this movie just... Dude, this is why he was such a great actor. He plays Levy, he's the trumpeter in the band, and this guy is just a hothead. He walks into the practice room where the rest of the band is, and he acts like he knows what he's doing. He acts like he's the cock of the walk. And at first he actually has a problem with the music. He's like, nah, we're not doing this version. We're doing my version of the song, because it's more fun. We're doing Levy's version of the song. And he has to learn the hard way that his word is not law. Ma's word is law. So he has some friction with the rest of the band members, and really a good chunk of the movie is just in this room with the band members bickering amongst themselves, which I'll get to that because I'm still on Chadwick Boseman right now, because his performance in this movie also demands attention and satisfaction. I mean, he has a couple of monologues in this movie that you're almost in tears. One in particular, you're like, dude, this guy was just such a great actor. Damn, I'm so sad right now. You'll know it when you see it. It's brutal. Chadwick Boseman was awesome in this movie. It was great to see him shine one last time. Yep, there he is. See him? He's gonna be there on my wall for a good long time. And it was actually kind of sad because you look at Chadwick Boseman in this movie and you're like, he's pretty thin here. He is pretty thin in this movie. And again, you know, he was fighting cancer while he was shooting it. I mean, that's just brave and awesome. Like I said, it just doesn't get more awesome than that. And it really doesn't. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, you beautiful, beautiful man. Alright, now on to the rest of the movie. Like I said earlier, a good chunk of the film is based on these band members in the practice room, which means a lot of it is centered around the chemistry and the dialogue between these characters, and it was very well written. I'll admit it was a little hard to understand, so I watched this movie with subtitles, just because their accents are really thick, you know?
Levy, the sooner you understand it ain't what you say, it's what Ma said account.
So I had to put on subtitles. There were a lot of N-bombs too. I give the movie props for going there with the language. I'm just letting you know what you're in for. It's a rated R movie, but there's no nudity or violence really. I'm pretty sure it's just rated R because of the language, because there's some strong ass language in this movie, for a lot of it. But these dialogue scenes between the band members, they go on for a long time. And they're great because they're talking about the different kinds of music music they grew up with, their family lives, the culture of the time. They cover a lot of topics about the time period in this one scene that goes on for what feels like a long while. Like at a point I was like, is this just gonna be the whole movie? Just in this one room, in this one scene with these few people talking? Are these guys just gonna be talking for an hour and a half and that's just gonna be the movie? It's not, but at a point I was thinking that to myself because that scene goes on for a while. But you're thoroughly entertained by it. You're never bored in this movie because the dialogue, if you can understand it without subtitles, is really gripping. I also really like the aesthetic of this movie. A lot of sepia tone. It really takes you back to that time period of 1920s Chicago. The exterior establishing shots, they're really good. I really like the way this movie was shot. As for the music in this movie, of course, it's great. If you like old school jazz and blues, it's really the blues, which is different from jazz. Jazz and blues, two different things. You can blur the two, but point is the music in this movie is really good. A couple of times when the band is playing, you can close your eyes and you can be like, I'm in Disneyland again in New Orleans Square. That's where it takes me anyway. Yeah, it's like that Dixieland kind of music. It's fun, it's a good time. So in the end, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is a really good movie. I'd be down for watching it again. Not right away, but maybe in a couple of weeks. Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman were both awesome in this movie. That's why they're both on the poster and no one else, because it's their movie. It's a really good peek into a day in the life of that time between these band members, these musicians. It's a simple enough movie where anyone who's of age can watch it and follow along. It's accessible is what I'm trying to say. And it's a fantastic, fantastic final live action performance from one Mr. Chadwick Boseman. We'll miss you, man. The more I think about this movie, the more I like it. So if this were a theatrical release, I would say go see this movie right now because it is worth it. Man, December's coming out swinging with these great movies. I can't wait till Christmas. So Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, have you watched it yet? What did you think about it? And what is your favorite role that Chadwick Boseman has played? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.